Hello, my name is History Jedi, and I'm going to talk about propaganda and how it was used. Propaganda is can be used as manipulation, persuasion, and power. But if I told you it's old, like the propaganda has been it's a very old concept. It was used in ancient Mesopotamia to solidify their rulers as their kingdom, and in ancient Egypt, it was also used to immortalize them and God and be as godlike statues, like make godlike statues for the people to like just to promote, not promote, but to show themselves as they were great. The Romans did as well with Augustus. He used statues, coins, and poetry to portray themselves as saviors of their empire. Public forums echoed with speeches designated to sway public opinion. Even the term propaganda has root in Latin, originating from the Catholic Church's Congredo di Propaganda Fide, or Congregation of the Propagation of the Faith, established in 1622. Fast forward to the 15th century and the innovation of printing press, Jonas, I can't see, I'm gonna say his last name is Gutenberg. Suddenly, the invention of the printing press, which Gutenberg invented, suddenly ideas spread like wildfire because it was a printing press. They get more freedom to speak their mind and do stuff. Martin Luther's 95 Thesis, for instance, challenged the Catholic Church to ignite the Protestant Reformation, a clear example of propaganda reshaping society. In the 18th century, revolutionaries used pamphlets to inspire and mobilize masses. Figures like Thomas Paine fueled the American Revolution, and fiery rhetoric proving that words could indeed move armies. And the 20th century saw propaganda unfold in sophisticated weapons during world wars. Nations created posters, films, different radio broadcast or different ways to motivate people into going into the fight, to inspire patriotism and to demonize the opposing forces. There are slogans as "We can do it," the "We can do it" lady, and "Keep calm and carry on" still resonates, or still comes. So it's still somewhat used today. Probably not as big as it was back in the 40s, but it's still around. If you wanted to look, you can see around here and there and stuff. Which, speaking of the "We Can Do It" poster, I actually have one, but it's currently not being covered, but it's currently being used to hold my charger up from my phone, so I can even do this. So I won't be able to show it right now, but maybe towards the end, maybe hopefully. Okay, so on the darker side, regimes like how am I going to word this? Mustache Man's Germany. There we go. Exploited propaganda to manipulate truth and spread hate and consolidate power. Joseph Goebbels, Mustache Man's propaganda's minister, mastered the art of blending fear and loyalty into potent force. Now, after the Second World War, the Cold War pretty much began with the United States and the Soviet Union. I might talk more about that later on in a different video, but there is someone I would personally recommend on Instagram. She talks about the Cold War, and she has a pretty nice collection of such. I forgot her name at this moment, but I would highly recommend it. She's really good, and she has a YouTube as well. I would highly recommend her. Excuse me. She's really cool with her stuff. During the Cold War, propaganda has been became a global chess match. The United States and the Soviet competed for hearts and minds, deploying films, books, stories, and even the space missions, as we know, as the moon landing, Sputnik, and all that. The Berlin Wall. There's propaganda about the Berlin Wall, and each side sought to portray its ideology as a beacon of progress while discrediting the other. Today, today propaganda is more persuasive, I cannot say the word persuasive, there we go, than ever. Thanks to the internet, social media platforms have turned into individual and potential propagandists. Algorithms amplify biased content, and deepfakes blur the line between reality and fabrication, which I have seen examples of deepfakes because sometimes I get ads about Elon Musk talking about how he supports this random like app that comes out of nowhere that no one ever really talks about. And that ad happens. Oh, I forgot where I left off. Oh, okay. From political campaigns to misinformation about global crisis, propaganda can now operate in the real time, shaping opinions on a global scale. Now, propaganda also has a double-edged sword. It can be a positive and, of course, as you heard, a negative. The positive is that, like, it can do civil rights and climate activism, and use it to rally support for positive change. Now, the question is, who controls the message and what's their agenda? It could be something bad that might look good, but it's not good. And it could be good, but it's probably not. In closing, from ancient stone tablets to viral tweets, propaganda has always been about power. The power to inform, inspire, and sometimes manipulate. In a world saturated with messages, staying informed and critical is more important than ever. After all, understanding propaganda's history is the first step in resisting its grip. Thank you for listening or watching or however this is being viewed. This is my second video, plus with a script that I read off that I try my best to read. And yeah, that's really it. Thank you. Oh, wait. Hold on 1 second. No! Alright. This is my poster. This is the We Can Do It. This is my one of two. I have another one, but it's Vietnam, and it is not protected at the moment. So, I appreciate it, and thank you. Have a good afternoon, day, or night. Bye-bye.